new week. Yeah, it's Monday. Bit of retro in the background. Good old Hammond organ again. And if ever you're wondering how you create that sound, you just have percussion and nothing else. Third percussion by the sound, I can't actually tell. It's been a while since I've played on the old Hammond organ. Anyway, today we're going to talk about, and not for very long, the broker, ASIC Markets. I had a mail Friday saying my account's been moved. Oh. And if you know what that sound is, I'm pretty sure you do. That sounds like I've just had a bit of a momentary lapse in connection there with the broker. So anyway, what's happening is that I had an email from ASIC Markets, and it said that my account is going to be moved offshore. If I stayed in Australia, and I can stay in Australia under ASIC regulations, that my leverage would be restricted. This is basically down to ESMA rules being applied in other countries. They think they might be breaking ASIC regulations by having overseas clients that should have EU laws applied to them, which is just an utter load of pants, really. But anyway, it is what it is. So I figured, because we're going into the Seychelles now, the company's not changing. They're just being clever. They don't want to lose all this business they've just gained from ESMA. So they're going to go into the Seychelles. They'll have some kind of governance out there, but I get the feeling it's not going to be quite as good. That said, as a company, I don't think ASIC Markets are about to rip my money out my account. And if I'm honest, I don't trade with a big account anyway. But just as a precaution, and you might want to pay attention to this, I've just reduced the balance of my account ready for the migration to a pretty much nominal fee, so I can carry on trading enough because the leverage allows me to. But I've never really used, probably only ever used a quarter of the leverage I've got, but it's just nice to have. You know, if it gets a bit hairy, you can get yourself out of trouble with more leverage sometimes. Oh, by the way, it's Monday morning. I feel like I've got something living in my throat, some kind of animal creature, and I don't think it's a frog, as everybody else says. You got a frog in your throat. So I'm going to go with this. I'm staying with it. They've said basically nothing's going to change, so I'm just going to go with it and just ride along the train. Like I said, I've reduced the balance. My withdrawals come out today. I've took quite a lot off the balance, to be honest. So what I'm going to do now is just put this article up. Here we go. So this is what's happened. ASIC, who is they're like the FSA over here or whatever. Well, they govern they govern the Australian brokers. It's the same kind of thing. Now, some people are saying that Australia won't bite the hands that feeds it, and they'll probably find a way around it eventually. But right now, the ASIC has voiced concerns that Australian financial services licences, they're taking advantage of the latest regulatory developments and are abusing the scope of their licence. So obviously, what they've done is they've pulled out a load of data, which is sort of where your clients are from and things like that. And unfortunately, shall we have some cookies? Why not? Unfortunately, because of that, they've now been forced to move clients that are in Europe and China into other areas. So there's a new company being formed, ASIC Markets, SC, Seychelles. So that's where we're all going. I feel like I'm going on a holiday with them, to be honest. We can all go on holiday with ASIC Markets. But no, I'm sticking around here at the minute. And I'll drop a link to this article. Have a look for yourself. You might, if you're an ASIC Markets user in Europe or China, you might be wondering what to do. So with any luck, you'll make a decision based on this, whether to stick around or not. But I've just reduced my balance as a precaution because there's money going to be moved about, obviously, and I don't really want to risk losing that. I don't see how they would, and I don't think they're going to. I mean, they're kind of like, what they're trying to do is to be able to keep the business alive that they've created because of ESMA. I mean, really, the simple solution is ESMA need to get stuffed because, I mean, I get the leverage thing, and I know that if you're a gambler to be honest, if you're a gambler, if you've got gambling tendencies, you just shouldn't be trading, really. You know, trading, it's not for the faint-hearted, is it? Let's face it. Oh, and it's Monday, by the way, so Happy New Week. Happy New Week, yeah. Anyway, let's get a bit more retro, and I'll drop the link in the description. It's Monday today, so I'll be catching up with a few people on Discord later on. And let's see if we can't make some money, eh? There's some big changes might be coming to my trading in the future. I'll keep you posted on that. But you might have noticed there's been a severe colour change. And look, we've got the depth of market thing going on here. But also, I'm on a MT5 as well. Just because we've got a bit of volume there, see. Albeit not very good, very shallow. So I can't really do much with that. But anyway, that's going on. I'm going to update you on that at some point. I'm pretty sure I will. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. There you go. So, I'll put this link in the bottom. As I said, let me go back to there. Okay, I'll put this link in the bottom. Sorry to babble on there. Just had a little babble. It's Monday. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm waiting for the markets to wake up. I think we're going to have to wait for the USA to open. All right, there you go. All right, so see you soon. Yeah. Doodle-doodle-doo. Yeah. You gotta love it, don't you? Alright, catch you soon. Y'all take care now. I'm signing out. Yeah. Fade down. Shall I fade myself down? Adios, amigos. Hasta luego.